And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from the table. I am the Encyclopedia of Pain, Joe Eclipse, from straight out of Chamber 5, getting ready to bring you one of the hottest matches that the fans have been waiting for in quite some time. See him there on his way to the ring first from Montreal. This is Paulo Triassi. The arrogance just oozing off this man. You can see the crowd's contempt for him, and I think that it's a mutual feeling. Fans and wrestlers alike have described Triassi as deplorable, splenetic, or cantankerous, which is to say he's not a very nice guy and not very many people seem to like him. You can hear his music there, Rockstar Baby. I think that's what he thinks of himself, and he's showing the crowd that's what they should think of him as well. But I get the feeling it wouldn't matter if they cheered for him. He would hate them all that much more. And maybe it's because the opponent that he's about to face this evening, as you can hear this in-house crowd screaming on their feet. Look at the reaction. You see the signs there, that tells you who it is. This young man, Johnny Taco, one of the hottest and fastest rising young stars in professional wrestling today. He's taken this business by storm. And a good reason for it is the tenacity and energy with which he approaches this job. You can see his left arm in a sling. Recently had his shoulder dislocated while wrestling around the loop up to Montreal and throughout Canada. Doesn't let it stop him from coming to the ring, but I'm not so sure that the TCPW doctors are even going to allow him to compete. It's going to be quite an interesting decision to happen here. As many of you fans know, injuries do happen. If you've been in the ring, you've been hurt.
Johnny Taco is injured. Johnny Taco is
Oh, and you can hear it there, folks. The announcer letting the crowd know.
So sadly, Johnny Taco has to forfeit this match.
That is it. That's official. Referee's decision. He is going to step in and say that this can't happen. It's the most important job the referee has, is to protect the wrestlers from not just injury, but from themselves. Not a popular decision at all, but you've got to be thinking about the health of Johnny Taco. I have a feeling that if he was given the choice, he'd do it no matter what, because he's visibly upset. Now making his case to the ring announcer, not so sure that'll do him any good, but I can understand his work ethic is above reproach. Everyone talks about what a strong-willed young man he is. But it seems like he's really got to be protected from himself. Oh, Taco looking very dejected here. The crowd screaming for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, I just got word from the referee and from Johnny Taco. Johnny says that he can go and have a match.
That's big. That's big news.
I have spoken to the referee. Torture Chamber Pro Wrestling completely waives off all responsibility for this
there
match.
you have it, folks. Torture Chamber Pro Management, as authorized by referee in ring, has stated that if Johnny Taco willing to waive any and all liability from Torture Chamber Pro, they'll allow him to have this match. This is definitely more than just about win-loss record here. This is about pride. This is about tenacity. And this in-house crowd getting revved up. The mere presence of Johnny Taco seems to be enough. Oh, and Triassi showing nothing but disrespect. Telling Taco to take it and go home. Save himself a beating. Clearly, Johnny Taco, not the kind of guy to quit no matter what. He does risk permanent injury here, but you've got to love the tenacity. Listen to this crowd, everybody here. Nice duck under and a nice right hand. Throws a right boot to the midsection and now working the back of the thigh. Great starting point for Johnny Taco. He knows that he's going to have to work that base. Size difference notwithstanding, Triassi is fully healthy, which makes him much stronger and faster. And telling him he should have stayed home. Attempts to take him in head first and gets it blocked, and he's reversed himself, Johnny Taco. Presence of mind, one wing or not. Big headbutt to the midsection, nice stepping side kick to the midsection. Duck under by Taco and a huge right hand top of the head. Oh, and he lays in another one, and he's getting it right between the eyes and bridge of the nose. That is like a 3-point punch with one shot. Johnny Taco does have a nice height advantage, and that can help play into that with the reach. Gotta keep his attention on Triossi, though. Oh, Triossi trying to charge him and gets sidestepped and tossed to the floor. Triossi apparently just maybe trying to catch his breath. Oh, and a huge stomp. Johnny Taco showing he knows he has to do whatever it takes. It might seem dirty, but it certainly isn't when it's a matter of life and death like this. Referee trying to encourage Triossi back to the ring. And this crowd just absolutely tearing into Triossi. Oh, and there it is. Triossi saying, I get in the ring when I want. Great mind games by Triossi here. Clearly a psychology pro. Knowing how to get under the skin of somebody, you don't always have to beat on them physically to get in their head. But when you wear at them like this, it can cause them to get frustrated, cause them to rush in and do something. And Triossi, clearly the veteran here, is going to use that experience. Crowd once again seeming like they're getting under Triossi's skin a little bit. But this could all just be psychological ploy. Goes in for a tie-up, but a great stomp, and there's a huge right forearm. Right across the butt of the jaw. That will ring your ears. Triossi sets up. Oh, and he misses with a shotgun dropkick. Oh, some huge big stomps. Big stomp right to the sternum, right to the chest. Take the wind right out of you. Man, if you can't breathe, you are in an awful lot of trouble. Oh, and that time with the bottom rope assist, he launches himself up. Great offense by Johnny Taco, given the limitation of that left arm. If folks don't understand why that can change a whole lot of things, well, it throws off your balance, it throws off your ability to time it. Great block by Triossi, but he took his eyes off the ball. Taco capitalizing. Deciding, gets a 2 count. If he had been able to get down and hook the leg and hook the head in a full cover, he might have had him there. But clearly that was an intelligent move by Taco, not wanting to risk having his left arm in jeopardy. Comes in with another kick. Pushed away. Oh, and a great drop kick to the right knee. And there's that big forearm. Triossi remaining aggressive here. And another one. He knows he's going to have to wear down that entire upper body. He's got to slow down Johnny Taco, take that wind away from him, try to prevent him from getting his adrenaline push. Has that injured arm tied up on the rope. Oh, and down with a huge double sledge from the second rope. Oh, and Taco might have to think about it here. The referee might have to think about it, regardless of it being sanctioned or not. The referee's job is still the safety of the men. Oh, and here we go. Oh, I love this. This is a modified Kimura. He's running it to the front of the body, which is unusual, but with a previously dislocated shoulder, that with all the tearing that goes on there, you can see the Kineto tape wrapped around his shoulder, and that's there to protect the ligaments and the joint itself. The sling is supposed to take the pressure off a hanging arm, but in a wrestling match, you're not going to have an opportunity to rest it. Great strategy here by Triossi. Certainly going to get booed for it, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. You go into a match injured, you know that somebody's going to find out about it, and they're going to use it against you. Triossi very pleased with himself, has his sling in his hand now. Oh, and uncovering the entire upper body. Not sure what the point of that's going to be. Maybe just more humiliation tactics by Triossi. Nope. A distraction by Triossi. The referee taking care of the shirt, and Triossi using that sling as a whip. And that's as good as a leather strap right there. You can hear the snap. Referee catching it, but apparently going to let it go because it's not exactly a foreign object. He came into it with his ring attire. Therefore, I guess that makes it fair game. Oh, and a huge right hand punch right to the scapula, right into that shoulder. Triossi so smart here, showing a high ring IQ. Stepping back, he's hanging that left shoulder again. Got something evil in mind, no doubt. Oh, Triossi just letting him think about it. No! Huge slingshot whip off the top rope. That is incredibly painful on a healthy arm. Imagine what it's like with a dislocated shoulder. And once you've popped that out, it's so easy to do it again, and I think that's what Triossi is going for here. Teaching the young man a lesson at the same time. I think Triossi's showing a bit of extra respect here, whether you can see it or not. He's not going right in. He's sizing up his opponent there. Beautiful elbow drop. Oh, maybe forget the respect remark. That was a very, very loose cover. You're not going to get anybody with that, short of them being on a backboard and tied down in an ambulance, honestly, folks. I think you're going to have to knock this man unconscious to do that to him. Oh, and beautiful. Look at this. Triossi setting up with a mounted Fujiwara armbar. Said he's going to break his arm, and that's it. Just like that, Triossi gets a tap right away. Oh, you can see the pain. The legs, he's flailing around in clear pain. Triossi not relinquishing until the second call of a bell. Referee admonishing him, but what can he really do about it? The extracurricular activities are off the books. Oh, what a great strategy by Triossi. Deplorable, perhaps. Unlikable, maybe. But in this commentator's eye, that right there was a brilliant professional wrestler who knew what to do. He had a game plan coming in. He took a little beating. It took him a little longer to get where he wanted to with it. But clearly a great plan. And the second official has come from the back, trying to assist. Poor Johnny Taco writhing around in pain. Grasping at that shoulder. He is in a lot of pain right here. His shoulder may have been taken out again. Referee's not getting a hand on him. Triossi setting it up again, right back to that mounted Fujiwara. Both feet posting off the body and head, and he's just sitting down on that shoulder and ripping up on it. It's pulling it in 3 different directions at once. That is just awful. Triossi clearly pleased with himself. So proud of himself. Kind of hard to fault him. You do what you got to do to win. Oh, the big man comes out, Yane Harrison, telling Triossi enough's enough and running him to the back. And Harrison coming back out. There's been a loose partnership between Harrison and Johnny Taco over the past few weeks. Clearly concerned about the young man. I would say after the display he's put on here tonight, the great deal of respect that Harrison already had probably has doubled. And this crowd responding very favorably. One hell of an effort by Johnny Taco. He took Triossi to the limit. It almost leaves you short for words. It's such an impressive effort. Win, lose, or draw, it's not always about that. He came out here to show this crowd and to show the boys in the back he is one hell of an athlete, and he is here to stay.